Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous. Warning. This podcast Warning. This podcast may contain
All right.
This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
All right. Don't worry about it, man. I guess we got some technical difficulties today. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? We had to go through some hoopla to get started. But I am Scoot Bronson.
I am S. Foster.
And this is Viewers Anonymous, man. Welcome to the Viewers Anonymous podcast. We appreciate you guys for watching, for tuning in. Today is a very, very cool episode. You know what I'm saying? We got an appreciation episode. But before we get into it, man, how was your weekend, man? Happy belated, bro.
Oh man, appreciate that, man. It was great, man. I had a great time, man, up in Tennessee. Other than it being cold as fuck, but we had a good time, man. You know, rented a cabin for 3 days, so that shit ended up being fun, man. So then was able to come back, you know, put a pod in. You know what I'm saying? A great pod that we put together on 28 minutes or less. So I appreciate you and Casey for jumping on that with me. And, you know what I'm saying, had a little birthday dinner last night, had some more crab legs, you know what I mean, homemade, and some shrimp and some pasta. Yeah, man, so it was pretty good, man. I had a really good 36 this year, man, really did, man. How was your weekend?
That's what's up. Man, my weekend was cool, man. I really didn't do too much of nothing, bro, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Sat and watched football. It was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? My Cleveland Browns won the game. Upset the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know what I'm saying? Had me super hype. I was geeked about it. Couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the best feelings in the world. You know what I'm saying? One of the best ways to go down. And then my Buckeyes lost last night, so I'm kind of still feeling that. But outside of that, man, it was a cool weekend, bro. I ain't do too much of nothing. Sat back and watched a couple movies outside of football, so that's pretty much about it.
Oh, man, I feel you, man. I feel you. Like, I had watched that one documentary you had told me about. I keep it under the wraps because you never know with this podcast, so I keep it under the wraps. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it
was a good weekend, man. I ain't mad about my birthday this year, man. But like you were saying, man, this is an appreciation episode. This was a person that I remember when we first started having the talks about doing appreciation episodes, and so yeah, we started out with a bang. We started with a big hitter. You know, and Denzel Washington. I mean, you can't never go wrong with that. His accolades is just second to none. So I understand why we did that one. But this one, man, we're taking a different route. This is like really the definition of the word appreciation, because I feel like this person don't really get their flowers like that. And I think that even though they work a lot, they have a lot of work. Because when you look at IMDb, like there's a whole ton of stuff on there. But the difference between this, with her having all of this work on the IMDb, is the fact that she's never really the lead, but she has been doing this for so long and have a stamp on Hollywood. She never gets to. And now look, it could be a situation where she is just. I always use this analogy because I just feel like this is the person that stands out to me when we're talking about sports. Is I always use the analogy of Bud Foster. He was defensive coordinator for Virginia Tech behind Frank Beamer for like 30 years. And everybody always get a name for themselves and then go and be a head coach. Bud Foster was like, yo, I am a DC. I am going to stay a DC. And like, this is how I feel about Loretta Devine. It's like, maybe she just like, I don't have to be a lead. You know what I'm saying? I could go into a movie and I can be, you know what I'm saying, the co-star, but everything she plays in, she always leave her stamp. And I think that when I said that I wanted to do her, this was really more of like, yeah, we could do, an actress that always get a lead and, kind of like the Denzel. Like Denzel is pretty much always the lead. And it was just like to be able to do her, I think that this is a woman, man, that really deserves her flowers, man. And I really wanted to give it up to her today.
I mean, I agree, man. You know what I'm saying? With her having over, 150, credits to her name. She's been in the game for forever, you know what I'm saying? Probably most notably from anybody in our generation, Waiting to Excel. From probably like my kids' generation or something like that, something like Doc McStuffins, who you know what I'm saying, she's been huge in at, you know what I'm saying, around this time. So she's just one of those people who can do pretty much anything. I think that, so they say a lot about being typecasted, and how when you coming into the game or whatever, you don't want to be typecasted. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just want to get as many roles as you can, but you know what I'm saying, live, I guess, or get different roles. For me, I feel like she's one of the ones who got typecasted, but that necessarily wasn't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who, knows that she's usually playing like somebody's mom or, something like that. It's never nothing, like bad. Like I know like a couple times she's played like a grandmother, but she's usually playing like somebody's mom. I know when she was on the Carmichael show, she played Gerard Carmichael's mom. When she was in, what was that? The movie with Chris Rock and Martin Lawrence, Death at a Funeral. I think she was the mom in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like she plays a mom in, mostly everything, but she does such a hell of a job at it. It's just like, it's just, you really can't complain. And I apologize because I said 150. I meant over 250. And that's nothing to shake a stick at. You know what I'm saying? Her first actual role was in 1983. So, that lets you know. So from 1983 to now, she really just been doing her thing, and she just been showing out. And she's had some very memorable, roles. She's played in some very memorable movies. Like I said, to name a few is Death at a Funeral, Waiting to Excel. What else was she in?
Man, she was in.
She was the one of the voices in Doc McStuffins.
Dude,
What else they got her in?
man, she was in Class Act. She was Blade's mom in
Yep.
Class Act. She was in Kingdom Come. She was in.
Yep, Kingdom Come.
She was in Crash. She was in King's Ransom. This Christmas is like one of my favorite movies that she's in. First Sunday.
She's the mom in this Christmas. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Both of the Dreamgirls movies, the original Dreamgirls and the new one that came out in 2006. Man, like, and then this is the thing, like, and you mentioned her on the Carmichael show. Like, people got to realize, like, she's sneaky funny. Like, she's not a comedian.
Oh yeah, she's hilarious.
She's funny. Like, dude, like when she was in one of my favorite movies that nobody never mentioned, man. It seemed like it went under the radar, but dude, there was so many people in this movie. And that's Kingdom Come. Like, she was in Kingdom Come, and she was like the sister of course she was a mom. She was Darius McCrae's mom. And
yeah.
And it was so funny, like, and this was a sneaky loaded cast, dude. LL Cool J was in that, Jada Pinkett Smith, Vivica Fox, Anthony Anderson, Tony Braxton,
Danny Glover.
Wait, I don't know if Danny Glover was in that one. Whoopi Goldberg, Cedric the Entertainer. Like,
Danny Glover wasn't he the No, I'm thinking of Death at a Funeral. Never mind, I'm tripping.
I think you're thinking of Death at a Funeral. And like this movie, it was so funny because I think that she was the sister of. I think her brother was the one who died, and it was LL Cool J's dad. And like it was so funny when one of the scenes in the movie was like when they seen him in the casket because he had a stroke, and when he had a stroke, his feet was like curled up. So they couldn't put no shoes on, right? So they had ballerina shoes on. And then she said, "Oh my God, they got you dressed up like a $2 hoe." But that just had me rolling. Yo, that movie, that is a sneaky good movie, man, that nobody talks about, man. It was like really under the radar. But that shit was so funny, man. And all she used to do was beat the hell out of Darius McCrae, boy, because he used to always get into some shit. But, like, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. And this is no disrespect to my mom. Like, I always wanted Loretta Devine to be my mama, man. Like, like I've seen her play the mama role so much. It's just, like, you get that feel from her. And it's just, like, when you see her play that role, it seemed like the only movie that I seen her in, maybe they just didn't mention kids, is when she played in both of the Urban Legend movies. And I see in pre-production right now is there's supposed to be a third Urban Legend movie, and she's going to be the same character. So she was just a cop. What was so funny with that was, you know, she had an obsession with Pam Grier, but Pam Grier as Foxy Brown. And, like, you remember, like, in the first one, if you've seen it, you know, she was the campus security. And she used to always watch, you know, scenes from, like, Foxy Brown and shit. And then some real shit went down. And she really low-key saved the day in Urban Legends in the first one. But, like, it was just odd. It's not odd, but to see her in a different type of movie where she's not really playing that mom. But, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, low-key, man, it was like I've always wanted her to be my mom, man, because it was just like she just seemed so cool. And it was like she always was able, in, like, the roles that she always played, like, she was always cool, calm, and collected, and she's always was the one to pick the pieces up and put everything together. I'd be like, damn, man, I wish that was my
mom. That's funny, man. So my first introduction to her was Waiting to Excel. I remember she was the super nice lady who cooked Gregory Hines some food because he was helping her move shit, and that's how they fell in love. And then I always thought Gregory Hines was like a super cool nigga because he could tap dance. I don't know why I thought that was like a cool thing to do, but I always thought Gregory Hines was cool for tap dancing. I don't know where that come from, but so you know what I'm saying, when I seen that I was like, damn, she was nice to Gregory Hines, like she must be real cool. And then, you know what I'm saying, he got to talking to her, and then, you know, remember she had the short haircut, you know what I'm saying, she was cooking and shit, and you know what I'm saying, doing all that. I think she had like a son in that movie. She had like an older son or something in that movie. But,
it was,
you know what I'm saying, she did pretty good.
She caught her
divorced.
son. She caught her son getting head in like the little outhouse that they had. It was your boy from Scrubs. What's his name? I forget what his name is. Yeah.
Donald Faison, that's him. Yeah. Yeah, that's my first introduction to Loretta Devine, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, she played a hell of a, you know what I'm saying, character in that movie, because she had to play a divorcee, which I thought was, you know what I'm saying, a divorcee single mom, you know what I'm saying, of an older kid. I thought that was, you know what I'm saying, that was something special to watch. And she did a hell of a job at doing it. You know, she didn't really have, it didn't seem like she had any hardships doing that shit. It was more so like, you know what I'm saying, she kind of just went in and you know, and laid it down. And I think that when you can get somebody who can make a role look so easy and make a role look so, you know, so believable, you know, you got to kind of show love to him, man. Other than that, bro, I'm trying to think. Like, every other thing I've seen her in is probably she's being somebody's mom, outside of, you know what I'm saying, like outside of really being in the, you know, in the actual role. I know recently she just did the movie Spell with Amari Hardwick, where she's supposed to be like the antagonist of the movie. I haven't got a chance to see it yet, but I definitely I know we talked about it a long time ago. It was something that we did on the Coming Attractions episode that we did. We wanted to, we talked about the movies that we want to see coming up, and that's definitely one of the ones I want to see. But, I mean, like, outside of that, man, the only thing that I could think of her on is, like, her being somebody's mom or her being somebody's auntie. I don't really ever remember her outside of Waiting to Excel being, like, the love interest, or being, like, I don't even, like, even the main, like, not even being, like, the main, you know what I'm saying, character. Like, she's always played, you know what I'm saying, a supporting role, or she's always played, you know what I'm saying, those secondary, or, you know what I'm saying, those third roles, to where she's, you know, like, she's important to the film, but she's not necessarily the focus of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, my first introduction, even though she wasn't in it long, was Class Act, when she played Blaze's mom. And, you know, like, we really only get the one scene of when Blade first get out of jail, and then, like, he was doing homework, and, like, she asked him about the flower on the counter. But, like, so it was really short, but, like, even only being in it that quick, it was just like, I just remember her in it. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you say, like, when it comes to, like, Waiting to Exhale and, like, shit like that, it's just that, you know, even, like, in The Preacher's Wife, you know what I'm saying? It was like she always had these roles that was just semi, you know, that I think that's one of the reasons I like This Christmas so much, was because she really got a pretty good bit of running time in that movie. And, like, I was in it, like, it was, you know what I'm saying, trying to get everybody that time. I think that her story was the most important story in that movie. And, like, that's why I told you, like, that's, like, really my favorite Christmas movie is This Christmas. And, like, and for her to have gone through, you know, the things that she went through, because she was battling with, her oldest son couldn't get over the fact of his father leaving, and she was, you know, with this new guy, and then he does music, and she's mad at him because he does music, and then the youngest son, he wants to do music, and she don't want him to do music because she feel like he's going to be a bad father. And it was just like, so she had like a lesson to learn in that and all that type of stuff. But then just the cast was just so good in that movie. But like I say, she stood her ground. She was the most experienced person beside my man that looked like the older LeBron James. And like,
you talking about Delroy Lindo.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. My man Delroy Lindo, man.
Yeah. And but nah, man, like she just, there's just something about her, man, and I just love the way that like she is. You can tell she came from like theater and like shit like that, because not only can she sing, but like just the fact that like if you watch her, even when the scene, like if you really look at her facial expressions and the way she does her body, it's like acting is more than just reading the script. You know what I'm saying? And like she is a flat out legend at this, and it's just like the body movements that she make, you know what I'm saying, the mannerisms that she does when she does it, she is just so good, man. And like even when it comes down to like small stuff, like I remember like my favorite scene in that movie this Christmas is when they was at the church, and the one lady was singing the song "Oh Holy," and it was just like just the little facial expressions that she does, like she looked like she in church for real. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like smiling and doing these gestures with her head and stuff, and it's just like people just don't do that. It's like it comes so natural to her to where it's just like it's not even acting, it's just like really her, and it's just like everybody wanna, you know what I'm saying, Meryl Streep, and everybody wanna, you know what I'm saying, like there's so many great women actresses, you know, and all that type of stuff. Like she is just like the person that just always get looked over, and I think it's because she's never really had that, you know what I'm saying, that one role where she was the main lead and like really blew the movie away.
I will 100% agree, man. Like, for me, you know, so you talked about how she had that sneaky type of funny. And one of those roles that kind of showcased that was when she was the mom on the Carmichael show, and she played opposite of David Allen Greer, and you know, that's not an easy thing to do, to play, you know, opposite of a legendary comedian and still be funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, or not even that. I take that back, to be not only opposite of a legendary comedian, but to be in the cast of comedians and be the only non-comedian and still be funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that show had Tiffany Haddish in it. It had Loretta in it. It had David Allen Greer, it had Gerard Carmichael. These are all comedians. So, you know, they know about timing. They know about jokes. They know about funny, what's not funny. They know when to hit, when not to hit. And then you turn around and you got Loretta Devine, who's just, you know what I'm saying, she's been on stage plays, she's been in movies, but that's 100% different than doing stand-up comedy or doing comedic movies or comedic television. And for her to come in and really kill the role the way she did, because it wasn't like they didn't have her doing anything extraordinary or over the top. It was really her just basically playing, you know what I'm saying, the best role that she could play, which is, of course, his mother. But at the same time, you can tell, like, they really let her kind of take the reins on some of the, you know what I'm saying, like on some of the acting in there. I would assume, since it's comedians, that it would be a lot of improv. So to know that she probably improv a lot of those scenes, or she probably got some of those scenes off doing what she does, you know what I'm saying, that kind of lets you know, like you said, man, like that's a skill to have, to be around a bunch of comedians and still be able to hold your own and still get those laughs, you know what I'm saying, still get those moments to where you had the funny at the time. And I think that was something to, you know, that was something to be proud about, you know what I'm saying, for her especially, because, you know, that's a hard arena to be in. You know what I'm saying, surrounded by a bunch of lions, and you got to be a lion too. And then, you know, you achieve at that. I think that's really showcasing how funny she really is. Even in the Waiting to Excel, like when they was talking, and she was talking to Gregory Hines, and she was like, "I'll make you some pie." He was like, "I like pie." Like I thought that shit was just funny. It's just the way she said it. Like what I'm saying, like just even the way she gives out certain lines, like she what I'm saying is able to be funny, and I think that's very commendable. What I'm saying, and I think that's something that we got to point out about her. But other than that, man, I mean, over 250 credits. What I'm saying? That's something to be talked about. She was in what's the TV show? With Chi McBride, the school show. The shit it used to come on was it the WB or was it Fox? I think it was Fox. She was a teacher in the TV show with Chi McBride. Hold on, I'm about to see if I can find it.
All right. While you on that, I'm gonna stay with the make a point on the comedy thing that you was talking about. And like even first Sunday, dude, you got to remember, Cat Williams was in that. Tracy Morgan was in that. Red Grant was in that. Ricky Smiley was in that. And like she had comedic moments in First Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It was funny, but then you had to get that motherly role because she played Sister Dolores. And like she was taking care of this little kid. And I think that kid might have been like her grandson or something. No, she adopted him. She had adopted him. And she had that one mother moment with Lee John. You know what I'm saying? When they asked him about his birthday. And he was like, I don't know my birthday. And he was like, he said something about something happened with his stuff and he didn't know his birthday. And she was like, well, today's your birthday. And she started singing happy birthday to him. And it was just like just those type of moments, man. Like she's able to still, you know what I'm saying, the scene, you know what I'm saying, with somebody. Now, this wasn't a funny moment that I'm talking about right now, but like she's able to still a scene with Tracy Morgan and turn a funny movie to something really serious real quick. And then it gets right back to the funny again. So she's just that talented, man, to be able to do that. So you figure out which TV show it was?
It was Boston Public.
Oh man!
For those who don't remember, Boston Public used to be a TV show that came on Fox, but it was about like I think it was like high school or middle school or something like that, and it was just about all the different things that was going on in this. Like Chi McBride was like the principal. She was one of the teachers or something like that, and I mean it was just like one of those. It was like a Grey's Anatomy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? In that realm of, you know what I'm saying, people in professional roles doing, like teaching and, stuff like that, but having to deal with everyday situations and, what I'm saying, random situations. It was that type of show, and it was pretty good. I didn't watch it a lot, but I know enough to remember that she was actually in that show. I remember Chi McBride because Chi McBride used to be my dude.
Oh, okay. And then like the point I was making earlier, like with her really being a singer, like she has 17 credits on soundtracks for number one. And then number two, you got to remember she was in, and I didn't see it. I seen the scene of this where she did the One Night Only song, and the Dream Girl that came out in 1988. And then I thought it was really clever for them to bring her back in the 2006 version, and she was a jazz singer. And you remember she told a little story about Jimmy Early, and then she started singing, and like even when she was singing, she was able to do something funny in the song. You know what I'm saying? And she has a great voice, like a great voice. And it's just for somebody to really be that talented, man, and to be as talented as she is and never get spoken about when people talk about, great actresses of all time. Like she never gets mentioned. They only mention the people who get, nominated for stuff as far as as a lead and all of this type shit. And it's just, I feel that she won't never get that respect. But like, if we're doing like first ballot Hall of Famers, like she might not get it, but to me, she's a first ballot Hall of Famer, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, and I just got done talking about Grey's Anatomy. She's actually in Grey's Anatomy. She had 22 episodes. And they say it got her lit. They have her listed as a character named Adele Weber. So I mean, that just goes to show you just how versatile she can be. She's done Broadway. She's done movies, shows. I mean, commercials. Like she's pretty much done it all, man. Like I don't think there's anything that she hasn't done in Hollywood. She done voiceover work. She's done a ton of voiceover work. I mean, she's like a damn Swiss Army knife. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much that she can do, man.
And then she'll jump in shit like The Trap.
I think they had her in. Yeah, they got her in just all kind of shit, man. Like, she done I don't know how many TV shows. It's too many to list. But she was in like Turbo, a kids movie. What else? She was in a video game. She did voiceover for a video game.
Beverly Hills Wawa. She did a voiceover in that. Yeah. Beverly Hills Wawa. Yeah, so she did that too. So kids, it's kind of like these kids don't really realize until they get older. Like, they're just like, I didn't know Keith, because, I didn't look at shit like that. I didn't know Keith David was Goliath and Gargoyles. I used to watch Gargoyles every morning before I went to school. Right. And then that voice just drummed in my head. And it was like, and then once you see him on screen, you're like, oh, shit. Like, I know that voice, but I couldn't put my name to it. That's going to be what kids are going to be with Loretta Devine. They're going to be like, when they really see her, they're gonna be like, "Hey, that's Doc." Well, she's not Doc Mistuffin. I think she's the mom. Something.
Yeah, I think
she got the last name Mistuffin.
No, she got two. She got two. She's the mom, and then she's one of the toys too.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like one of those things where I feel like what happened with me, just being like I know that voice. It's like, why is it ringing this bell, but I can't put it together. And then I finally put it together. You want to know it? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna be truthful and honest. I did not know until because my girl got Disney Plus, and like, so I'm looking for some shit to watch. Mm-hmm. I'm going through Disney Plus because I'm seeing what the fuss is about, and I see Gargoyles. I'm like, oh shit! I used to watch Gargoyles all the time. So I got to watching it, and this was early, like this, like in the middle of like last year. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I was like, that's Keith David. I watched that all my childhood and I never put it together. Never put it together till last year. And I think that
Kirby is Goliath.
I know. That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny, dude. Fucking Kirby is Goliath. That is funny as fuck. Oh man, that's funny. I like how you put it together. That was hilarious.
Can you imagine that scene? He swooped down and shit, and then he swooped back up. Motherfucker made me forget my pack of cigarettes. That should be hilarious. That should be crazy, bro.
Oh man, too funny. But man, like, it's like she did a lot of TV. She's one of those actresses, man. Like, even though she's never been a lead, like she's always been working, dude. Always been working. Like, she's always found a way to do. Honestly, man, she's kind of like low key. Like, well, okay, maybe I can't use Sam. Sam do way too much. Maybe not Sam, but who else is like super active? I ain't even gonna do the Nicolas Cage thing. Nicolas Cage, he having some money problems, so he just jump on shit. That's different. But I'm trying to think of somebody who's like continuously always working. It's like, I feel like all I can think about is Sam. Because Sam But Sam, he be leads though, but he's not always a lead. Not always.
Yeah, but it ain't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't like that. Like for me, I would say somebody like Jennifer Williams. She's the same way. You know what I'm saying? She always playing somebody's mom. You know what I'm saying? She got the mom. She's the mom in Black.
You mean Jennifer Lewis?
Jennifer Lewis. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jennifer.
Oh, I was thinking.
Williams.
He said Jennifer Williams. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
I think that's the lady out of Real Housewives. But anyway, Jennifer Lewis. You're right. I'm sorry. Thank you for hitting me up with that one. I fucked that up. But Jennifer Lewis, like, you know what I'm saying? She also plays everybody's mom, but you know what I'm saying? Like I think she's in that same lane to where she's done stage plays, she's done television, she's done movies. You know what I'm saying? Like she can she can sing as well. Like she got a hell of a voice on her. She's an author, you know what I'm saying? Like she's done so much and she's been in damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? She's probably been around just as long as Loretta Devine. I feel like those two are in the same category. Like I remember there was a point in time where I was getting them two mixed up. And I knew like if Loretta Devine wasn't gonna be the mom, Jennifer Lewis was gonna be the mom. So it's like those two, you know what I'm saying? Like they always are in that mother role. If anybody else is playing somebody's mom, I don't believe it.
No, you're forgetting. How you gonna forget Angela Bassett? Angela Bassett been everybody's mama, dude. Listen, all right.
She can also play. She can also play the lead role though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was just saying. You were saying that moms. I'm just saying like someone who always plays somebody's mom.
I'm just talking about for them too. Not. I mean, Angela Bassett, yeah. But I'm saying like she can also go. She's also been in the lead role where probably I think in one of the movies, one of them was her mom probably.
True. That yeah, I was just saying like, yeah, you're right. Angela has been a lead in a lot of stuff. I was just saying like she's always somebody's mama. She played Michael Jackson mama. She played Biggie's mama. Did she play Tupac mama too? No, she did not Tupac. She was Yep. Like, dude, she's been like everybody's mama, dude, and it's so weird because she don't look it. You know what I'm saying?
She was Malcolm X's wife.
Yeah, and that was in So you talking about Spike Lee joint?
Yeah.
You talking about? Yeah. Because I was thinking, I was like, wasn't she in No, wait, she wasn't in that. No, I'm thinking that she was in Ali, but she wasn't in Ali. She wasn't in Ali.
But, she was in the Spike Lee joint though.
Yeah,
and she played Tina Turner.
Man, you can't forget her playing Tina Turner when she was what's my man name? Fuck, man. I mean, yeah, but I'm thinking about
Are you talking about Ike?
No, Ike Jr. What the fuck is his name?
Oh yeah,
bald head. Damn, we just talked about him when he was in What We Do Along Came a Spider. No.
Oh, no, not him.
They played in the wood. He was in the Nah, the bald headed one. He was slim. Damn, we just did a movie. Why can't I think of his name? That's my guy,
I forgot what his name. I know exactly who you're talking about. I forgot what his name is, but he was in
He was in the Alice Cross movie we did.
He was in Yep, he did another one though.
Yeah, but he was
like he was like a lawyer or something.
But the point I'm making is
I'm thinking of what was the one where he was the basketball player? That shit was trash.
He was a basketball player in the wood.
Yeah, man. It was another one too. It wasn't the wood though. It was like he was grown. He was a basketball player.
I don't know why I cannot remember my man's name. Damn, he's in everything too.
I don't
Not
know his
everything,
name either, but that's
but
funny.
anyway, the whole point I was making was he was like
Yeah, all the
Junior.
good black movies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the point I was making was she was his mama, and he was like Junior. And what love got to do with it?
Yeah.
But that's what I don't know why. Like, dude, I am still having like a brain freeze and cannot remember what my man's name is. But anyway, to get back to Loretta, like, dude, Loretta, like, I'm just amazed of like how she's able to go into these roles, like even stuff like, you know what I'm saying, Jump the Broom. Like she's around, like these are comedic movies. You know what I'm saying? And she's able to be on the screen and like literally make you laugh. Like, because I mean, if you think about it, okay, right? Jump the Broom. When you look at the comedians that was in it, you got Mike Epps, you got D. Ray Davis, you got Tasha Smith. Even though she's not a comedian, but everything she playing, she will have you rolling. But she is hilarious.
Yeah,
I didn't know she had a twin till like 3 years ago. I had no idea she was a twin.
Yeah, I just found that out too.
Yeah, but they look just alike, and I had no idea. But shit, Angela Bassett was in that joint too. I mean, she's not a comedian, but like, it just really amazes me how she could just really, and I think that when you look at these people who love doing like theater work and also doing stage plays, it's like they're really. Okay, let me ask you this question. Do you think that they are a dying breed? When you think about the people who started out or even go off and do like theater and stuff like that.
You
don't think?
I don't think so.
You think it's still rolling?
I don't think so. Only because, right now it ain't nothing going on. But before COVID, like Broadway was one of those things that was always going on. Don't forget, like Hamilton just got to Disney Plus, and that's what I'm saying. Like that was killing on Broadway. That was killing the play, the stages and shit. Like they was going on tour with that. So I mean, like that's just one example. You know what I'm saying? Like Lion King every year. What's the Les Mis? They do that every year.
No, I don't mean it that way. I mean it like.
What you mean?
Being like a young actor or actress trying to get in the game, and you starting out with doing play and theater and stuff like that, and then you get into the movies, because it seemed like they're just taking people off. I don't know, but off the street, but like these people are kind of just, you look at a person like Lakeith Stanfield, right? He said he learned how to act from Googling how to be an actor and watching YouTube videos, and then went in. And I think his first role, it was a small role.
Don't use Lakeith Stanfield, because Lakeith Stanfield he's a different type of guy. Like he's a next level type of guy to me. Like I don't put him in an ordinary category. But a perfect example would be rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. You know what I'm saying? He came from theater. And look what he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? True. With the help of, Denzel. But at the same time, like, he was in theater. He was doing theater. And then, he ended up being one of the, best actors. So, I mean, it's not like it can't happen. I think if anything, a lot of them, they probably try to go that route anyway, because I mean, I think it's harder to go that route, but I think that they go that route because it's, that's where you really learn how to act. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have the cameras and everything. You don't have the take one, take two. You have to go out there and you really have to do it. And you don't have a second chance to do it. You don't have a redo. You know what I'm saying? There's no restart. It's you go out there, you make sure you know your lines, you give it everything you got, and then boom, that's it. And then we moving on to the next scene. And then, when you actually acting in movies, I think that makes it easier for you to act in a movie because you're so used to doing it once. When you realize that you got a second chance, now you can build on top of what you already did, or you can actually fix what you already did. So, yeah, I think that's a good question, man. I think it's easier for them to be in that realm of being on the stage and then moving on to movies. I'm not sure how many have done it, but I know the most successful story that we've seen recently was Chadwick Boseman.
And yeah, like, and did you see? Have you seen Ma Rainey yet? Black Bottom.
Not yet.
Dude, Chad, like, that was officially his last movie. It wasn't The Five Bloods. It was Ma Rainey, Black Bottom. Number one, you can see it. Like, he was super thin, man. But he had this one scene where he was talking about, because I won't tell you the movie, but he had an issue with his battling with his father's death, right?
Yeah.
And he had this one scene where he was talking about a situation that happened with him and his father, and just how dramatic he was able to do it, and to cry on, what I'm saying, at the snap of a dime. It was like, you can tell. It's like, now that you said it, you could tell, like, the people that was in theater and then the people who wasn't, because I don't think you could pull that emotion. Like, there had to be one take. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that you will be able to, keep repeating that type of performance. When you see it, you will see what I'm talking about. And you can just tell. And I think that even though Loretta never really kind of been the lead, it's like when you see her in stuff, and like I was speaking about earlier, and like in Christmas, it's like just her mannerisms and how she does stuff and how her voice changes when she says certain things. It's like you could tell, like we know Loretta gonna knock this out the park in one take. Like, we don't have to, oh, well, you missed a line, or even if she ad-libbing, she probably ad-libbed and made it better. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, I just thought that was a great question to propose, because it's like, because I don't think a lot of these new people are like, it seems like a lot of these new actors that are like getting on, it don't seem like they're really coming from a deep background of really acting or really doing stuff on stage and picking this stuff up. Yeah. Maybe they did theater in school, like in high school and stuff like that. But it's like, it don't seem like they have like the experience of, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when Loretta was doing it, like, she was like actually like going on tour and shit. And that's why she was like able to do something like, what happened?
How can we forget Tyler Perry?
Well, yeah. Tyler Perry.
If that ain't a great example, you know what I'm saying?
But you know the thing about Tyler, though, that's so weird. It's like, even when we talked about this when he did Alex Cross, when he was Gone Girl. He had a short second in the what you call it, Star Trek, and it was just like, it was so odd to see. Yeah, and it was just so odd to see him in something else. Now, even though even though Alex Cross ain't his thing, but he's still a great actor, and he's a guy that can do it off the rip. Like, I'm pretty sure Tyler don't need a lot of takes, because from what he was able to do with Medea, and to take that shit on the road and build an empire to the point where he can have his own theater. Not theater, but what you call that damn thing? Studio. To have his own studio. Yeah, to have his own studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Tyler Perry would be like the best example, but just to have like the type of like, man, I mean, come on, man. Like, she sung in Dreamgirls, man. Like man, like, she is just, I don't know, man. I really hate because I'm really like, and that's what I love about doing this podcast with you is because like even some of the movies that I bring to you, like we're not doing like a lot of movies that are high, even though I say it, but I don't really give a shit about it. But like even like Rotten Potatoes and like even IMDb gives you a rating. Like a lot of the time, the movies that we're doing, like they're not like the top rated, like best Oscar movies and shit. Like we're doing shit that's like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody like Loretta Devine is like, yeah, she's not like the hottest person on the market. She's kind of like the underdog, even though she always got work. She always got work. But I think she always got work because they see the talent that she have. And I don't know the answer of why she's not being leads and stuff. But like you said, I'm with you. Like I need to see that spell. Even though Amari Hardwick is really the guy, I want to see how much running time she has in Spell.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be interesting to see Spell because I want to see how much running time she has in it because it seemed like she plays a big part.
Yeah, from the trailer, man, it looks like, you know what I'm saying, she play opposite. But I seen the extended trailer. I believe you was the one who sent it to me, but I seen the extended trailer and it looked good. It looked, you know what I'm saying, it looked solid, man. And you know, you don't really get a chance to see people in that light, you know what I'm saying, like you want to. Usually it's playing some kind of, like they may have her in a certain role, and then after that, you won't see her again. But I think this time she's gonna be reoccurring a lot. I think, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I think she's playing opposite of Amari Hardwick. I know that they had her in a lot of that second trailer. So hopefully she'll be in this movie a lot, and then we'll be able to get a chance to actually really see her do some acting outside of what she's usually doing. So yeah. So what's up, man? You ready to do the top three?
Yeah. I'm definitely ready, man. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and jump on it, man. Like, I mean, I'm gonna go 1 to 3. I gotta go. Like I've already mentioned, I gotta go This Christmas at number 1.
Hold on. Real quick. Hold that thought. I'm about to see this work this time.
Yoga fire, yoga flame.
Oh, okay. You got that
off. My bad. I'm pulling the trigger too quick.
I just wanted to see if it worked this time. That the intro worked for us. So
the intro.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's just been that type of day, dude. Like my internet was messing up earlier, man. And it was just So, but yeah, I'm gonna go This Christmas at number 1. That's just one of my favorite movies. It's hard to do hers because it's kind of like the movie itself had to be good, but like I like honestly, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Even though it's a real underrated movie that nobody like, if you say Kingdom Come to somebody, they're gonna talk about what you talking about, Jay-Z album. Like nobody thinks about the movie Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, man, was a great movie, man. It was hilarious, and I love the role that she played in that. And number 3. Man, this is gonna be tough, man, because there's 2 that come to mind. It is a battle between. It's a battle between This Christmas and not This Christmas, but First Sunday and Waiting to Exhale, man. They battling it out neck and neck, man.
Okay.
Damn. It's really close, man. It's really close between those 2. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say stuff that like she had at least, a good 15 minutes of running time in. and man, it's really close. I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go First Sunday, man. I'm gonna go First Sunday.
Okay. What did you do? 1, 2, 3?
I did This Christmas, Kingdom Come, and First Sunday.
Okay. So yeah, for me, my number 1 is gonna be Waiting to Excel. That's how I was introduced to her. I think that, you know what I'm saying, she played a great supporting role in that movie. Like I said, man, for her to play a divorcee who was being also a single parent, you know, and play it the way that she did was very good. Actually, also at the time, for her to be the heavy set woman in the group, and for her to still have a love interest, and for her to be the dark skinned woman with short hair, you know what I'm saying, at the time, and still be, you know what I'm saying, considered sexy in the movie, I thought was another thing that she brought to the table, which a lot of people don't speak about. But that, I think that she did her thing in that role. Number 2 for me is going to be her in the Carmichael Show. I think she did a great job being playing the role of his mom. She wasn't necessarily over the top. She wasn't necessarily extra, but like I said, for her to hold her own in a room full of comedians is not easy. Especially her not being a comedian, she did her thing. And then my third is gonna be Death at a Funeral. Man, that movie was hilarious. She was hilarious in that movie. That movie is just all-star cast. You know, it's a bunch of motherfuckers in it. Chris Rock, Martin, Tracy Morgan, Danny Glover, Loretta Devine. It was too many people to name. I forget who I was in it by head, you know what I'm saying, by heart, but it was a lot of people in that movie, and it really made that movie, you know what I'm saying, what it was. So yeah, Waiting to Excel, The Carmichael Show, and then Death at the Funeral.
Okay, I ain't mad at it. Like I man, man. I kind of do. I'm battling with my 3. Like my first 2, I'm pretty confident with it, man. But I'm battling with 3. But I can see how you put that in there, man. I can see how you put that in there. Man, listen.
Yeah, man.
This next one gonna be interesting, man, because I mean I can't speak too much on it, because you've seen it. It's been something that we've been talking about, and it's a newer movie. It's finally available to the masses. Like I told you before we got started, I only had the option to buy it, and I just seen today I'll be able to rent it. So I can't speak too much on it. It's something that we not said the name of this movie. Like I know at least about 5 episodes, at least mentioned it.
Yeah.
So to be able to finally be able to watch it, I'm gonna give it a good watch tomorrow. And you know what I'm saying, try to watch it again, try to watch it back to back to see, you know what I'm saying, to really take it in, because everything that I hear, everybody keeps saying like, yo, like you have to sit down, you can't touch your phone, like you have to pay attention to everything. So I'll let you take it away because you're the one that's seen it.
Man, listen, this movie is action packed. It is a mind bender. The people that I've talked to that have seen it had to watch it 2 or 3 times to see it, and they said that every time is like a different movie. So, you know, this may be a lengthy one, man, because I ain't gonna lie, I had to watch it twice. So it's one of the ones like you gotta watch it. You can't get on your phone. You can't change the channel and come back. You can't go pee without pausing it. Like you got to watch this from beginning to end. That's how good this movie is. So we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I think we gonna continue going live on YouTube. You know, so we had some technical difficulties this time, but you know, so next time we'll have those fixed. We'll have those already. We got one comment from the Immaculate Bros. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. I guess we can throw them up there. They gave Ohio State a thumbs down. Yeah.
So they, man, so that's when they
Haters.
commented.
Yes, they are.
Oh man, hey, I will say this to the Immaculate Bros, man.
We're not talking about Ohio State. Shout out to the Immaculate Bros. I know exactly who it is too. It's you, Robert. You a hater. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm sorry, man.
Too.
I'm gonna put it this way. I got some sleep last night. Let's just
shit. You and me both.
Leave it at that.
I did too. I went right to sleep third quarter. I said, "Fuck this! I'm not watching that."
I said, "Man," I said, "Well, this one over." So,
yeah, it was a wrap, man. It was sad to see, but it happened. But other than that, man, y'all hit me up at Scoots Bronson on Twitter, at Scoots Bronson _TV on Instagram. If you on the page right now watching this, then you already know. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. Make sure you hit that wrong side. Make sure you hit that notification bell too. If you're not watching this and you're listening to this, go to Scoots Bronson TV on YouTube. You can watch us live. We go live every Tuesday, every Thursday. And then you can listen to it after that. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all go to the Viewers Anonymous Pod Watch Group on Facebook. Damn, I don't know why I blanked on that. VA Pod Watch Group on Facebook. Add yourself on there. Make sure y'all go. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can hit us up outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all want to hear us talk about. Future TV shows, future movies, whatever. Anything y'all want to hear us talking about that's coming up. That kind of stuff, man. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to be doing watch parties. And when we get enough people, we trying to get up to 100 at least. And then we can start doing watch parties. But that's all I got, bro.
Cool. All I got, let me see. Please go check out the 28 Minutes or Less. Like I said, Scoots and Kate, who was on the last episode, we did finally did part 2 of the music episode. We did music from 90s to current. So go check that out. All major platforms. And got video, so please go to the Stolen Time Network on YouTube. That's the YouTube page. So we got visual and audio of that episode. Go check out the Stolen Time Podcast. That's on all major platforms. Go follow the Stolen Time Podcast page on Facebook, Stolen Time Pod on Instagram, S.Foster8 on Instagram and Twitter. And like I say, we're coming with the heat, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's been another one, man. If you're listening, thank you for listening. If you're watching, thank you for watching. We appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? See y'all Thursday. Another live episode. You know what I'm saying? Get your comments on here like the Immaculate Bros giving 3 thumbs down to my Buckeyes, suckers. But man, yeah, this is the Loretta Devine episode, man. We up out of here. Like they say in the movies, man, like they say in Hollywood, this a wrap.
Cut.